Maura Rose Floral Design and Events calls its garden Cyclone, exploring the power of a tornado emerging over water. Chalk art, acrylic sculpture, LED light features, sound, and over 1,000 fresh flowers showcase both the destructive forces and the beauty of nature.
Welcome back to the Pennsylvania Convention Center and the preview party for the 2018 PHS Philadelphia Flower Show. We're having a good time.
It is so much fun here, and the theme is Wonders of Water. And from a waterfall to watercolor art and a rainforest wedding, it's water, water everywhere in this year's floral exhibits.
Schaefer Designs is breathing new life into the art of watercolor.
We just wanted to really just let the color loose and let it all fly.
The base of their display is a 1,280 square foot mural created by Mural Arts Philadelphia's Ryan Beck.
The mural is truly a watercolor, very fluid, and it's very contemporary and modern looking.
A team of welders created these custom steel-based armatures that burst out of the painting,
as if the mural's coming to life.
It's all topped off with nearly 15,000 flowers arranged in an ombre effect by a team of 30 floral artists.
From peaches to a fiery red orange, from purples to a soft lavender.
It's a multi-layered concept of different art mediums all coming together.
Robertson's Flowers and Events has transformed the temperate rainforest of the Pacific Northwest and Southeast Alaska into a lush wedding wonderland.
We've created an arch all out of different vines and kind of wood, like a mystical experience.
An edgeless pool surrounded by greenery serves as a serene backdrop for the ceremony. Sawed-off logs and tree stumps are repurposed for a rustic table and seating.
We've got a long table that is actually pretty cool. It's an elaborate root system of a tree with a glass top on it.
And a 28-foot-long living wall separates the ceremony from the reception space.
The back side of this wall is very kind of cool. It's like a quilt made out of organic materials.
Flowers by David's Cascade exhibit draws from the architectural principles of Frank Lloyd Wright.
He designed and built a home in western Pennsylvania called Falling Water.
The exhibit focuses on the cascading structure of the home's patios, with ponds surrounded by water towers that spill into the troughs below.
And give you the effect of the water rushing over the edges of the patio at the house.
The waterfall theme is intertwined with a colorful floral design.
The combination of Gerber daisies, amaryllis, hanging amaranthus, liatris.
And with a turn of every corner, there's a contrasting view.
Look up, look down, and you'll see different things in different angles.
We hope to inspire a little awe with this one.
The American Institute of Floral Designers, or AIFD, is using floral art to bring awareness to 7 countries that lack access to clean drinking water.
Some of these countries are going to run out of water by 2019.
A life-sized elephant covered in 5,000 jewel-tone carnations represents India's struggle. A series of copper tubing symbolizes the problem of aging pipes in U.S. cities like Flint, Michigan, and Chicago, Illinois.
It's covered in over 100 stems of green cymbidium orchids.
From China's polluted rivers to Mexico's dependence on bottled water, AIFD hopes the exhibit shines a special spotlight.
Even in the midst of a major crisis of not having water, every country still has beautiful flowers.
All of them are just breathtaking, aren't they? Flowers are, of course, what the flower show is all about. So now let's take a look at the display gardens.
Waldor Orchids takes visitors on a voyage under the sea.
Oranges, reds, purples, pinks, things you've probably never seen before.
Thousands of exotic orchids make up this ocean-themed scene.
Everything in the display, the foliage is really looking like things that you see underwater. We have some motion, so you actually see plants moving, like there's a water current going through them.
The concentration is on coral reefs and their unusual likeness to the orchid's shape and texture.
When I look at an orchid, there's a lot of roughly affected flowers. When you look at coral, you have kind of that same effect.
The exhibit also explores the impact of climate change. When the water is too warm, the coral loses all of its color, turning completely white.
So just like we got to preserve plants, we also got to preserve coral reefs.
The Men's Garden Club of Philadelphia recreates memories of deep-wood adventures.
One of our founding members said, boy, he remembers the years he spent going out in the northern Minnesota woods, and we thought that'd be a great way to have a pond with water and a return to nature.
The garden group constructed a fishing shack that serves as a bait and tackle shop.
The dock actually came from one of our members' properties. It's got moss on there, so it's going to look very authentic. And then we'll have a little dock out front that'll lead to our pond where we are going to catch incredible fish.
Wish Unlimited's Hereafter exhibit is centered on capsized boats immersed in an air of mystery.
You have these topsy-turvy shapes. You immediately see the boats and this plant matter that's growing up from an unsuspecting environment.
The art installation is inspired by the striking visuals created in the aftermath of this year's devastating hurricanes.
There was just this vast landscape of sand, and you would have plant life that was kind of like, what happened?
The piece examines the resilience of plants post-crisis.
And the beautiful things that happen when nature overcomes.
I don't know about you guys, but these exhibits are really transporting me to another place.
You know, and that's one of the major missions of the Flower Show. Sam Lemheny is the Chief of Show and Events for PHS. Hi, Sam.
How are you?
Oh, wonderful. Now, what are you hoping that visitors get out of the show?
You know, I want them to learn something that they probably didn't know before about protecting water and the things that they can do in their garden to help protect the drinking water that comes from the Delaware River watershed. That's where all our drinking water comes from. So they can learn a lot of things here at the Flower Show to really help to inspire them to do something different in their garden.
Sam, water is such an interesting element in gardening. It really adds something special, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. There's so many things you can do with water. You can do waterfalls, you can do fountains, and you can have so much fun with hydroponics. It's just such a fun way to grow plants as well, too. So water is just an everyday essential element for gardening.
And even though this year's show is just starting, I understand you already have the theme for next year's show. Can you give us the dirt on that?
I do. It's going to be Flower Power. So we're really excited about Flower Power. We're bringing the World Cup of Floral Design to the Flower Show. It only happens about every 4 or 5 years. And we're working with FTD to have 25 to 30 different countries represented, and we're going to name the top floral designer in the entire world.
Wow.
Yep,
That
absolutely.
is huge. Hey, speaking of competitions, we should mention that last year's Flower Show again took home the Grand Pinnacle Award.
We did. Best show in the world, absolutely. And you guys won an award as well, too. For the special, we won a Gold Pinnacle Award as well, too. So.
Hey, we'll have to do one of those pat us ourselves on the back, right?
There we go.
Well, that plaque shows us that, hey, we won something.
We absolutely did.
Bad.
So much fun.
And hey, cheers to another hopefully award-winning show. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you so much. Thanks for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.